My name is Jared Hall, and I created the animated short film Anansi the Spider. My short film, Anansi the Spider, is an adaptation of a Jamaican folktale. It's a classic story of a trickster character who's smaller and weaker, but has to outsmart the bigger animals. When I screened Anansi the Spider, I think people really liked it. There was a lot of laughs in the audience, and afterwards, some really good Q&A questions. Anansi the Spider took almost 2 years to make. I was basically trying to create a children's book type look to it, like a Very Hungry Caterpillar by Eric Carle, but have the whole thing be animated. So I drew a lot of frames on paper. Redrew the background every single time. There's almost no compositing in any of the jungle scenes. And I wanted to create this very colorful, very textural jungle. And yeah, I mean, I worked a lot with the voice actor for Anansi, Daniel Jennings. His performance really carries you through the whole film. He was a great choice. I wrote the dialogue myself. The folktale exists, of course, and has origins even in Africa, but I wrote the dialogue and kind of adapted it to suit this format. Um, yeah, and I'm really pleased with the end results. I feel like it's a film that I can say represents me as a filmmaker, as an animator, as an artist. I'm happy to tell you how I animated my film. So basically, the film started off digitally, and then I traced each frame in graphite, shaded it on paper in graphite. Then I scanned those frames back into the computer and colored them digitally in Photoshop. I experimented a lot with combining different blending modes that sort of transform the graphite into almost like colored chalk or pencil crayon at times. Two big projects coming up. First is I want to actually do the film as a book. I mean, it's pretty a natural idea because it already was inspired by children's books. So I'm bringing it full circle. I want to do a full children's book version of my film. And I've recently completed another film, which is very different than Anansi the Spider. It's basically um, a surreal, fantasia-like film that combines imagery from the deep ocean with outer space. I really love animated films, and I was really happy to be at this festival. It's been a wonderful experience. Anansi the Spider is the first film I ever made, really ever. Um, I started off actually as an illustrator. That was what my bachelor's degree was in. I studied illustration for 4 years, and then I made this film while I was completing a master's in experimental animation. And I learned a lot through the entire process. Uh, Before that, I lived in Jamaica. I was born in Jamaica. I spent the first 18 years of my life there until I came here to, go to school. I'm Jared Hall. My film is Anansi the Spider, and I'm here at Mammoth Lakes Film Festival.